102, and I'll pick it up in progress on down around Station 3 on the test section. 3, which is where we left off before I had to change the videotape. You see the patching and what I was describing before. I'll move back up to there with the cone, where you can see that the patch has been shoved around some just by the center line stripe. The lane line stripe in here, you can see just what type of lateral movement we've had in the patch, just because it's shoved over like it has. See somewhat more extensive cracking in here throughout the width of the lane. Cracking in the inside wheel path tends to be within 2 feet or so of the lane line, which is not dissimilar from what we saw yesterday over in Lake Wales. We run towards the end of the test section. Cracking is slackened up some here in the outside wheel path. In fact, we have very little, and this low severity, they're very tightly held together. The inside wheel path, we have some oil drippings, but don't have very much cracking. As you can see, looking at our stripe that we placed across the outside lane, though, we do continue to have rutting in this area, around 60 feet or so beyond the end of the test section. Looking out and down the Beeline Expressway, down on this tangent before we get into the curve, which you may be able to see up ahead. Let me zoom in on it. Left curve, that's where our other test section will be. In fact, it will end, or it will be very close to that sign down there, which you may be able to see for an exit for State Road 15. Moving on around. There's our centerline station. We're about 10 feet beyond station 834 as it's marked there on the center line. Going around, looking back up on the test section. We do have some evidence of pumping in here, and some of that can be seen right over here. You see the white coloration in the crack there. It's a little bit more visible from this angle than it is back looking in the other direction. 70, and you can see the cracking maybe a little bit better, and you can see the evidence of pumping somewhat better too. Because of the pumping, I'm categorizing this as a moderate severity, even though the blocks are not really moving around very much, or you can't tell that they are right now. Show the degree of rutting. Ron McNamara's got the rut bar out. Focus in on that and try to read the amount of it. He was saying it was reading slightly over an inch, 1.05 inches of rutting here in the outside wheel path. Typically what we have is around 8/10 or 9/10 in the outside wheel path, 6/10 to 7/10 in the inside. The maximum that we measured anywhere was 1.15. The inside wheel path here we have 85 hundredths of an inch. 124102, Florida ID number 6275, I believe. We are in the eastbound lanes of the Beeline Expressway, State Route 528. This is a toll road, by the way. We've got 2 toll booths as you are between the beginning where you would access this and the test sections. We're going to be moving on down to test section 124101 in just a moment, where we have somewhat better condition, very little cracking, much less rutting, or at least it seemed so from reviewing it yesterday. Again, this ends the video for test section 124102, Beeline Expressway, Orlando, Florida.